Fortuna in the first house, the path to wholeness and self-actualization. Introduction, the point of integration. In astrology, the part of fortune, or pars fortunae, is one of the most significant sensitive points derived from the interplay between the sun, the moon, and the ascendant. It is not a planet, but a calculated geometric point representing the harmonious intersection of your core vitality, sun, emotional nature, moon, and outward projection of self, ascendant. It highlights the area of life where your inner world and outer reality align, revealing where you can experience genuine ease, material success, and personal fulfillment. When Fortuna resides in the first house, the house of the self, identity, physical body, and early environment, the path to joy and success is intimately connected with your ability to carve out an independent path. The first house sets the stage for how you interact with the world and represents the I am presence. Placing Fortuna here suggests that your greatest prosperity, happiness, and vitality are unlocked when you embrace your true self and forge ahead with independence, courage, and self-sufficiency. The first house domain, the architecture of selfhood. The first house, or the ascendant, the rising sign, is the lens through which you experience the world and the mask or image you project to others. It is the seat of personal initiative, vitality, and first impressions. When your part of fortune is placed in this foundational house, your journey to abundance is subjective and deeply centered on personal development. Unlike placements where fortune is tied to partnerships or external institutions, this positioning anchors your luck directly in your own personhood. Self-determination, you are meant to be the master of your own destiny. Relying too heavily on others' opinions or seeking validation can block the flow of this point. Physical vitality. Fortuna in the first house is traditionally associated with strong physical vitality and well-being. By nurturing the physical body and being comfortable in your own skin, you open the channels of abundance. Authentic self-expression. The joy you seek is found when you let go of the pressure to conform and confidently display your original, unfiltered identity. The dynamics of the day and night charts. To fully understand the manifestation of Fortuna in the first house, traditional astrology distinguishes between charts born during the day, diurnal, and charts born at night, nocturnal. Day charts, sun above the horizon in a diurnal chart. The calculation measures the distance from the moon to the sun and projects it from the ascendant. Here, your path to fulfillment integrates your conscious, intellectual drive, sun, with your emotional needs, moon. It creates a harmonious environment where self-reliance can lead to highly visible public success. Night charts, sun below the horizon in a nocturnal chart, the calculation reverses, measuring from the sun to the moon. In the first house, this positions the inner, reflective, and instinctive self directly at the forefront. Success is often found by relying on natural magnetism, intuition, and emotional intelligence, acting as a guide and healer for others while maintaining your personal independence. Key themes and expressions. 1. The power of individuality and pioneering spirit. People with this placement often find success by being the first to do it. Your willingness to take personal risks and step out on your own draws favorable situations and opportunities into your orbit. Whether you are starting a new business, pioneering an innovative creative project, or simply living life on your own terms, your originality acts as a magnet for success. 2. Inner harmony, sun-moon conjunctions. Fortuna in the first house often aligns with birth periods near the new moon, where the conscious and unconscious aspects of the self are blended. For these individuals, achieving happiness requires the two forces to work in harmony. You must balance what you want to do logically with what you feel instinctively. When these inner forces are aligned, you become unstoppable in your personal endeavors. 3. Magnetic charm and influence. Because the first house rules your outer appearance and charisma, this placement bestows an innate power of attraction. People are naturally drawn to your authenticity and passion. You don't need to adopt a persona to be liked. Instead, your genuine self-assurance earns respect, admiration, and a strong, supportive reputation among your peers. 4. Overcoming adversity through autonomy. The path to this joy may not always be paved without hurdles, but this placement ensures that you possess the resilience to bounce back. When life strips away your certainties, the solution is always to return to your core self, redefine your path with inner strength, and move forward independently. Conclusion: the ultimate fulfillment. Having the part of fortune in the first house indicates that your personal journey is the destination itself. True happiness does not lie in conforming to the expectations of family, partners, or society, but in learning to trust your own unique approach to the world. By taking ownership of your physical health, your passions, and your independent spirit, you unlock the ability to turn challenges into triumphs, creating a life rich with purpose and personal joy. The part of fortune in the first house, a comprehensive analysis across the zodiac. The part of fortune, pars fortunae, is one of the most intriguing and potent Arabic parts in traditional astrology. It represents a point of synthesis where the sun, moon, and ascendant converge, mathematically calculated to show where you find your greatest natural flow, prosperity, and authentic self-expression. When the part of fortune is located in the first house, the house of self, identity, and physical vitality, its placement signifies that your ultimate fortune is intrinsically tied to your personal presence, autonomy, and how you project yourself to the world. Below is an in-depth, comprehensive exploration of how this placement manifests through all 12 signs of the zodiac. Aries ascendant, part of fortune in Aries. Having the part of fortune in Aries in the first house places your greatest source of abundance directly into your capacity for courageous initiation and raw individuality. You are the architect of your own luck, and fortune favors the bold, the direct, and the authentic. When your path is guided by Aries energy, you are not meant to wait for opportunities to come to you, you are designed to forge them yourself. This placement indicates that your vitality and physical drive are your most valuable assets. When you embrace leadership roles, pioneering new ventures, or taking calculated risks, the universe aligns to support your endeavors. The challenge of this placement lies in avoiding impulsive aggression or burning out through excessive independence. You must learn that asserting yourself does not mean alienating others. By integrating the lessons of the opposite house, the seventh house of partnership, you can learn to collaborate while remaining fiercely true to your own mission. When you channel your fiery determination into creative, self-directed pursuits, you unlock a wellspring of personal joy and material abundance. Taurus ascendant, part of fortune in Taurus. When the part of fortune falls in Taurus within the first house, your prosperity is intimately tied to your physical presence, your values, and your ability to build tangible stability in the world. Taurus is an earth sign ruled by Venus, indicating that your luck is rooted in your capacity to ground energy and create enduring value. Your good fortune manifests through your physical body, your personal resources, and a calm, reliable demeanor. You radiate a sense of self-worth and stability that naturally draws resources and favorable circumstances toward you. Taking care of your health, building a strong personal brand, and embracing patience are all key components of your success. The primary life lesson for this placement is avoiding stubbornness or stagnation while learning to cultivate inner worth rather than depending entirely on external validation. When you ground your identity in self-reliance and appreciate the simple, beautiful things in life, your natural ability to attract wealth and comfort reaches its absolute peak. Gemini ascendant, part of fortune in Gemini. Having the part of fortune in the first house with a Gemini ascendant means that your greatest fortune comes from your intellect, your voice, and your ability to connect with the world through communication and adaptability. You are a natural bridge builder, and your personal magnetism lies in your curiosity and quick wit. With this placement, your fortune is unlocked whenever you share your knowledge, learn new skills, and engage with diverse groups of people. Your physical appearance and mannerisms often reflect youthfulness, agility, and a lively, engaging presence. The more flexible and communicative you are, the more doors open for you. The shadow of this placement involves spreading yourself too thin or over-analyzing your personal identity. To fully actualize this fortune, you must ground your mental energy into purposeful self-expression and avoid becoming trapped in anxiety or duality. By trusting your voice and sharing your ideas, you bring immense abundance into your life. Cancer ascendant, part of fortune in Cancer. When the part of fortune sits in the first house under a Cancer ascendant, your path to fulfillment is guided by emotional authenticity, intuition, and vulnerability. Cancer is a water sign ruled by the moon, making your emotional body and your capacity for empathy your greatest assets in the world. Your fortune is unlocked when you embrace your soft, nurturing, and receptive nature rather than hardening yourself against the world. You have a magnetic and protective presence that makes others feel safe and cared for. When you allow your intuition to guide your actions and make peace with your emotional depth, favorable opportunities seem to flow into your experience naturally. The challenge here is avoiding codependency or becoming overly protective of your boundaries to the point of isolation. You are tasked with developing emotional sovereignty, learning to nurture yourself as well as you nurture others. Once you achieve this balance, your authentic presence becomes an incredibly powerful, magnetic force for good fortune. Leo ascendant, part of fortune in Leo. Having the part of fortune in Leo in the first house signifies that your ultimate luck and joy are derived from self-expression, creativity, and stepping into the spotlight. Ruled by the sun, your identity is the focal point of your life, and when you shine your authentic light, the universe rewards you. This placement brings a great deal of charisma, warmth, and vitality to your physical presence. Your path to abundance involves taking center stage, pursuing creative projects, and leading with your heart. You find fortune when you refuse to play small and instead embrace your inner royalty and playfulness. The primary challenge of this placement is the ego's shadow, seeking approval from others or falling into arrogance. True fulfillment comes when you create for the sake of creation and lead from a place of generosity rather than a need for validation. When you express yourself with an open heart, your personal radiance becomes a magnet for prosperity and joy. Virgo ascendant, part of fortune in Virgo. When the part of fortune falls in Virgo within the first house, your fortune is rooted in your capacity for self-improvement, analytical clarity, and practical service. Virgo is an earth sign ruled by Mercury, meaning your luck comes from the harmony of mind and body, as well as your attention to detail. Your physical vitality and your personal brand are enhanced by your habits, health, and routines. You find luck and abundance by refining your skills, organizing your personal life, and presenting yourself as someone who is helpful, knowledgeable, and reliable. Opportunities come to you when you apply your critical thinking and practical skills to your immediate environment. The life lesson here is to avoid perfectionism and self-criticism. When you begin to view your unique quirks and analytical nature with self-compassion, you open the door to true abundance. By balancing your drive for order with a gentle acceptance of yourself and others, you build a foundation of true prosperity. Libra ascendant, part of fortune in Libra. Having the part of fortune in Libra in the first house indicates that your greatest fortune is unlocked through relationships, diplomacy, personal style, and the pursuit of harmony. Libra is an air sign ruled by Venus, giving you an innate charm and a natural ability to connect with others on a one-to-one basis. Your personal presence is characterized by grace, aesthetics, and fairness. You are likely to draw favorable circumstances and abundance through your partnerships, public relations, or artistic collaborations. The more you cultivate balance, beauty, and cooperation in how you present yourself to the world, the more luck you attract. The challenge with this placement is the tendency to lose your own identity in the pursuit of pleasing others or keeping the peace. You are challenged to learn self-sovereignty within partnership. When you can assert your individuality while still maintaining your diplomatic and loving nature, you achieve the ultimate balance of fortune. Scorpio ascendant, part of fortune in Scorpio. When the part of fortune falls in Scorpio in the first house, your path to prosperity is tied to transformation, resilience, and your ability to look beneath the surface of things. Scorpio is a water sign traditionally ruled by Mars and modernly by Pluto, giving you a deep, magnetic, and intense physical presence. Your luck is unlocked when you step into your personal power, confront challenges head-on, and embrace your regenerative abilities. People with this placement often experience deep life-altering shifts, and each transformation leads to a higher level of personal abundance. Your fortune lies in your authenticity, your depth, and your ability to heal or reinvent yourself. The shadow of this placement involves holding on to control, resentment, or mistrust. Your path to fulfillment requires letting go of the need to dominate or hide your emotions. When you embrace vulnerability and channel your intense energy into constructive self-mastery, you unlock immense personal power and luck. Sagittarius Ascendant, part of fortune in Sagittarius. Having the part of fortune in the first house with a Sagittarius ascendant means that your fortune is found in the pursuit of knowledge, travel, philosophy, and personal expansion. Sagittarius is a fire sign ruled by Jupiter, endowing you with an optimistic, enthusiastic, and larger-than-life physical presence. Your luck manifests when you embrace your adventurous spirit and lead with a mindset of growth. You are a natural teacher, explorer, and visionary. When you trust the universe and confidently step out of your comfort zone to experience the world, doors open for you in miraculous ways. The challenge of this placement is the tendency toward restlessness, overpromising, or avoiding the mundane details of daily life. The lesson for you is to ground your grand vision into your personal reality. When you align your adventurous nature with practical self-discipline, your boundless enthusiasm becomes the key to lasting fortune. Capricorn Ascendant, part of fortune in Capricorn. When the part of fortune is located in the first house with a Capricorn ascendant, your prosperity is built on self-discipline, structure, and ambition. Capricorn is an earth sign ruled by Saturn, which means your luck is earned through hard work, maturity, and a strong sense of responsibility. Your fortune is intimately connected to how you construct your identity and your public image. You project a sense of competence, reliability, and authority. Opportunities and abundance come to you as you step into leadership roles, build a solid foundation for your life, and take responsibility for your own destiny. The life lesson here is to avoid becoming overly cynical, rigid, or entirely defined by your achievements. You must learn to integrate softness, rest, and emotional connection into your life. When you balance your impressive drive for success with self-care and authentic joy, your steady rise to the top becomes unstoppable. Aquarius Ascendant, part of fortune in Aquarius. Having the part of fortune in the first house under an Aquarius ascendant indicates that your greatest fortune lies in your originality, your humanitarian outlook, and your embrace of the future. Ruled by Saturn and modernly by Uranus, your luck comes from being unapologetically unique and independent. Your physical presence and personality have an unconventional or visionary quality that naturally attracts a network of interesting people. You find prosperity when you step out of traditional societal molds and offer innovative ideas, community-oriented leadership, or progressive changes to the world. The primary challenge with this placement is the tendency to detach from your own emotions or become too rebellious for the sake of it. You are tasked with balancing your unique vision for the collective with a deep, personal understanding of your own feelings. When you align your unique intellect with authentic self-expression, you unlock profound abundance. Pisces Ascendant, part of fortune in Pisces. When the part of fortune falls in Pisces in the first house, your path to prosperity and fulfillment is anchored in compassion, spiritual surrender, and imagination. Pisces is a water sign ruled by Jupiter and modernly by Neptune, giving you a fluid, empathetic, and highly intuitive presence. Your fortune is unlocked when you let go of rigid control and allow the currents of life to carry you. Your physical presence often holds a dreamy, artistic, or ethereal quality that comforts and inspires others. You find luck through creative pursuits, spiritual practices, and using your imagination to heal or uplift those around you. The shadow of this placement involves getting lost in escapism, confusion, or absorbing the negative emotions of others. Your ultimate life lesson is to develop clear boundaries while maintaining your immense empathy. When you ground your spiritual and artistic energy into the material world, your compassionate nature becomes your greatest source of luck and fulfillment. Subscribe, like, and share.